This is a public service out here today at Casselberry City Hall. No, maybe when you're not helping somebody, I'd ask a couple questions about the art, but no, that's it. Thank you very much.
Got it.
Hey, I'm out here in this little reception area. I tried to message the clerk, but I think it went to voicemail. I'm not sure. I was, yes. Foshin. Yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Is this Donna? Donna, I am out here in the reception area. I had a couple questions and I needed to make a public records request. So I appreciate it.
Hi.
Hey there.
How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
Good.
You having a happy new year so far?
So far.
All right, the question I have is about all the art in this. I noticed that some of it was for sale and some of it isn't. Are they all local artists? Is this
Pretty
all?
much, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And are you guys? You're just putting their art up in here to support them. Is that my understanding?
Yes.
So so if I'm not sure what that one costs, but let's say it was $1,500. Would the artists get all that money, or would any of that get kicked back to the city?
That I don't believe we get any kind of
Okay.
kickback. Yeah.
How would I go about making a request about that? I have a separate request that I know how to kind of
Absolutely.
define.
Actually, over at the art house, you need to speak to them over there about that. I don't
Okay.
have any of that information.
Where's the art house?
Through the park, and I can show you downstairs.
Okay.
You just can walk over there.
Okay.
And they
On the other side of that apartment?
No, it's actually the back way here.
Oh, okay.
on the
Yeah, I think
outside
I almost
there.
went
But
in
yeah.
there. All right.
But some pieces are just with the city, like this one is ours. That's not for sale. But we have pieces that we change out the pieces probably every like 6 to 8 weeks, and there's different shows. So here there's ones down this hall here, and then they have pieces over at the art house, and then we also have a sculpture house.
Where's the sculpture house?
Right, I can show you too. We
Okay,
can take a walk
yeah,
outside. I'd
awesome.
like to show you. But yeah, they're open to the public Monday through Friday. You know, our hours are Monday through Thursday, but both of those are
Okay.
exhibits Monday through Friday.
Okay. All right. So I needed to make a public records request.
Sure.
If I could just get a list of all city employees, their departments, and their supervisors. Or maybe if you list it from supervisor to subordinate.
Okay.
For all employees of
Okay.
the city.
Alrighty. All right, and then you just want to come back and pick this up?
You can send me an email
Okay.
if that works for you.
All right, just so you know, that's a public record, so that's, if you want to give it to me, fine, or you want to do a paper and then we charge you 15 cents.
Yeah,
either way.
no, public.
Okay.
Yeah. No,
All right, that's cool.
My
All right.
email is letters, letters, of, O-F, Phocion, P-H-O, C-I-O-N.
All right, my brain is not.
Sorry, P-H-O-C-I-O-N. It's a strange name,
Okay.
I know, at Gmail.
Did I get it right?
You did, yes.
Okay, so we got all the employees, their department, and then their supervisors.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if I'm even stating that the right way, but
You want to
if
see
I'm
the
getting
hierarchy,
yeah,
right.
I do, yeah, and I'm sure there's an org chart somewhere, but on the city website, but I imagine that there's a lot of people not on that org chart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so I'll have to get that from HR. I'll have to do a breakdown, and that'll be no problem. Okay,
awesome.
all right.
All right, so
Anything else?
I'm
I'll
gonna
bring you downstairs and
yeah,
I'll show you.
awesome. Yeah, I appreciate that. Always nice to come into a happy and friendly city.
Lily's here. Yeah, it's kind of a cool, unique thing that we do. So when we have like food trucks on the second Fridays, but a lot of times that leads into a new exhibit, and they'll do a opening. They'll usually have the artists come in and they'll like talk to everybody and give them insight.
So where do all the food trucks come?
They'll be in this back parking lot.
And you do that every week?
No, we do that on the second Friday of each month.
Okay, second Friday. And
Yeah,
what
so it's like
what day what day do you got? Are they commission meetings here or?
Yeah, we do commission meetings generally are on the second and fourth Mondays of each month. So we have one coming up this Monday.
Okay.
Here, and then we have the sculptures out here in the park. Over here, and we got some over in the promenade across the street in front of the apartments there too. So art's kind of our niche.
Yeah, I like it. It's cool.
Christmas will be leaving us next week.
I commented on the video that my wife makes Christmas end before New Year's Day. Otherwise, I don't think it would come down until the year after.
So that is the sculpture house. Actually, I think we're doing some work. Somebody's over there.
Okay.
Their arms there. And I'll walk you over to the art house.
And then if I came back into City Hall, would it be possible to get a look inside the chambers?
Sure.
All right.
Absolutely, I can do that.
Appreciate that. Is the city clerk position appointed or is it?
It's appointed.
Okay. Do you take an oath to the Constitution when you?
Everybody in the state, for your employees, you have to oath for state constitution. Yes.
So if one of the people came up to you and asked you a question that you didn't know the answer to, but by all rights it was something that you should know the answer to, would you make a good faith effort to find out the answer to that question?
Absolutely.
There's 5 freedoms protected by the First Amendment. Do you happen to know what those 5 freedoms are?
Put me on the spot.
And I realize that
Yeah.
it does put you on the spot.
On a national level, no, I can't answer that right off the top of my head.
Okay.
You're making me very nervous right now.
Well, no,
Yeah.
my main focus is mainly police stations because their oath, it carries so much more weight.
Right.
And I'm not trying to put you on the spot. I understand the question.
Freedom of speech, things. I'm here, I make sure that we have transparency. I make sure that you
well, that's a big part.
access-
That's a part
right,
of the First
access
Amendment,
the
freedom
public
to
records.
petition.
I mean, my thing is you have access to the public records. I make sure that I protect the records for the city.
So just on that note, is there some delineation between the police station and the city hall? If there was an event that happened, I'm not even sure if Casselberry has body cams. Do they?
We do.
So if there was an issue and I made a records request for body cam, but the police station said no, you can't have that, would I come to you and would you overrule them because it is a public record?
Well, I am the official records custodian for the entire city, but I would, because like it is this, you made it to me, but I don't have physical custody of all the records. So I'm advising you that the police department has those records. And I would say you need to go to them and they will give it to you. So obviously, depending on what footage it is, if it's an active investigation, there'll be some redactions that would be made to it, or you wouldn't be able to get it readily right away. Certain parts would be, like if it's a juvenile, there's certain things that they would be obliterating out from it, if it's a murder scene, that type of thing. There's certain parts of it that you wouldn't be able to
Can I
get.
make another public record request? Could you give me maybe the last 3 years, any civil litigation that the city has either settled or adjudicated?
We could. Now, here's the other thing though too, when you start making broad requests like that, then it becomes, it could be a charge for
how about I'll do it this way. You'll email me back and then I'll make a separate request. Yeah.
So you want 3 years of
let's do, how about this? Let's do 2022. That's probably a lot easier.
2022, and you want
all civil suits against the city that were settled. Or any that were adjudicated through the court system.
Okay.
Are you aware of any I imagine that has to go through a special board to be approved and stuff like that when you're talking about at least the stuff that's settled outside of court.
Yeah, I'm not aware of any in 2022. So.
Do you have I'm not sure how to phrase this, but what is the reputation of Casselberry PD in the community?
Very good.
Yeah.
They've done a very good job. At any given moment, there's always some things that happen. A lot of times it'll be, a car accident, and usually when there's a car accident, someone will come out and they'll try to bring a suit. Most times than not.
Oh, against the city.
Yeah,
against
the city.
Okay.
It's kind of like when you get into a car
Well,
accident.
okay, then I'd like to adjust my my request because I don't care about that stuff. Anything involving the police department, that's all I care about.
Anything with the
Civil suits involving the police department.
Police department?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right.
Yeah, I didn't think about how there's a lot more to the city than just that stuff.
All right, so just police department. So Daphne is over records in the police department, and then if she has any questions, she'll email you just to get clarifications there. But let's just see if Justin's in here, and then he can give you the information about.
I can't remember what city, what other city. It's close to here. Also had just a ton of art.
It's probably Maitland. They have a really good program too.
Maybe it was Maitland. Yeah, they had this. They had a separate building just like this, stone built, like a coquina stone building with this solid wood arch doors. Beautiful place.
Hi. He had some questions about our program and how, as far as when we have the art for sale, we don't get any kind of percentages of those sales, do we?
20%.
We do?
Wow.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yay.
Okay, so is there contracts for that stuff, or is they just when we bring in the artists for these shows?
It's for when they bring in the artists for the shows, yeah.
Okay.
So how do you choose? How do you choose the artists? What is art, right?
Oh, I'm so sorry. There are groups. This one's the Florida Painters So the people that show here are a member of a group in the community.
Okay.
Like SSAA is Sanford Seminole Art Association.
Okay.
I think they have the artists pay a little fee, like maybe $25 a year, and then they show wherever museum they're going to be at.
Okay, so this is more than just Casselberry artists. It's people pooling into this association?
Yeah,
Okay.
groups, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And you just have to be a member of that group to show your art? That's awesome. I don't know about the 20% thing, but what you guys are doing for artists, I commend that. So
I think they put it into the price that they know they have to give us 20% so that they don't
That's
lose out on
wise,
what they actually
yeah.
want for the piece.
that's what I do in business. I add back my taxes in. So
Same over at the sculpture house, or is the same kind of?
Yes.
okay.
Justin's over there.
Yeah.
Not possibly.
Yeah, I saw somebody using their hands in the driveway. So
Oh, okay. Well, we have the mural up there if they want to see that, and then Marla's art that lights up. I
Okay.
don't know how much more art is in there. We're in between shows.
Okay.
And Justin's putting up the new one in City Hall on Friday.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, AJ.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Do you mind if I walk around and just look at the art?
Absolutely. Sorry about my little mess.
Yeah, no, you're fine. She already explained you guys are taking down Christmas, so I understand. I saw where you told me the sculpture house was, so I am going to go there next.
Okay.
And then if you don't mind, I'll come back in just so I can get a peek in the chamber.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
No worries.
All right.
Yeah, just let me know and I'll let you into the chambers, okay?
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And then you can take any of the flyers or magazines right here as well. And we have our sculpture book, which has the sculpture that's in the park.
Yeah, cool.
We have sculpture both here and inside the Integra apartment.
And she said, AJ?
Yes.
So are you a city employee?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't run the art house. That's Justin, who is the man that's over at the sculpture house. I just assist him with different programming.
On a volunteer level or on?
I work. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. So how long have you been doing this?
I've been here since 2011.
You must enjoy art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, cool. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Thank you. So yeah, I do have another question right off the bat. The way it's Donna.
Yes, Donna.
The way that Donna was explaining it is that the art's stored here, and then it kind of cycles its way into City Hall. So, am I understanding that correctly?
Sometimes that does happen, but we have like a contemporary show that we do, a rock and roll show, and a Latin show we do, and normally we put out a call to artists for those shows.
Okay. So like this stuff that's up now, does that roll in next or no? Okay.
No.
That is absolutely beautiful.
He's doing Seminole County, and I don't remember the rest of it, which is going in City Hall next. But
Yeah, I mean you can almost feel the sun on that. That's beautiful.
it is beautiful.
All right, I don't want to take you away from what you're doing, so thank you.
I'm just doing that. I'm relighting these.
All right, I think the winner for me is Lynn Lynn Tolar. Absolutely gorgeous painting. It's cool. Have a great day. Thank you.
You want me to walk over in case he's not there?
I mean, would you be able to let me in if he wasn't there? Then yes. I hate to have you do that, but I appreciate that you're willing to. It's 1:41.
I'm pretty sure it's up there.
I appreciate that.
No problem. Yeah, there's a really cool mosaic on the front of it that we helped do during the pandemic.
Ooh.
You know, I know I do that every time.
Ooh.
It's like a little raised up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, you guys might want to tell Public Works about that. A litigious person would fall down and have a field day with you guys.
True. I
Well,
could
I'm
go
sorry.
either way.
Well, I just assumed we were going that way, so I'm happy to follow you.
Where are you from?
What's that? Lake Mary.
Originally. Heard it. My family all lives in Wisconsin, and it's similar.
Yeah, no, we, I think up in the UP, there's more, they're more akin to the Wisconsin, them and Canadians, right?
Yes, I can hear that too. Sometimes it's upstate New York, but most of the times it's either Michigan, Ohio, or Wisconsin.
So how long have you been down here?
I've been down here since 1988.
Oh, okay.
I could just hear it.
Yeah, no, I was very happy to leave Michigan because, I mean, it's January. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's January. So what was the piece? Is this the piece you guys made during the pandemic?
No, the mosaic right here.
Oh, wow.
And then Marla E did those. They light up at night.
The art?
Yes.
Backlit or within the art somehow?
Backlit. He would like to see the sculpture house, and Donna had brought him over to see the art house, so I think he has more questions that I can't answer.
Cool.
You can.
I like your glasses, man.
Thanks.
Those are cool.
Thanks.
This is Justin.
No, Foshin.
What is it?
Foshin.
Foshin?
Foshin, yeah.
Foshin.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, thank you very much for your hospitality. I appreciate it.
Good to meet you.
Likewise. You're the man in charge?
Yeah.
How much did that building cost?
Oh, I don't know that.
Yeah. Can you tell me a little about the sculpture house?
So, yeah, the sculpture house it's a renovated home similar to the art house, and it's been up and running for a little over a year now, since September of last year, and it's dedicated to 3D artwork and experimental artwork
How long have you been with the city?
since it opened September
okay.
of last year.
Okay. But you oversee both?
Both, yeah. and
Okay.
City
Was there
Hall.
somebody in your position prior, or?
Yeah.
Okay. And they just left, or they're the city manager or something?
No, he left for a job at NASA.
Oh. Well, it's nice to know that this is a lead into NASA, right?
Not for me, unless they've got an art gallery at NASA.
Well, they probably do.
Yeah, something like, but
Or at least sculptures, right?
some space debris.
Yeah.
Debris, who knows?
Well, can I come in?
Yeah, go for it. The show that was in here just left. It's almost all gone except for one artist.
And you'll restock from artists in the community, or you guys have different sculptures that you're going to put out?
Yeah, so we reach out to different artists. Like this show in particular was all local artists, plus one sculptor that lives in St. Pete. So pretty much all Florida-based artists for the moment. That's not to say that I wouldn't reach out further.
Yeah. It sounded like, from what they were telling me at City Hall, actually it wasn't City Hall, was it? No, it was that you just had to belong to some specific association to have your art put out, not necessarily the sculptures, but the art side maybe.
Well, for the art house, so the art house rotates every month. So each month a new show comes through, and for the most part, they're all annual shows. So right now, for instance, is the Florida Painters Group, and they didn't show last year, but they've shown in the past. So like
They were supposed to show and didn't show?
no, I don't know.
I wouldn't invite them back if they did that.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was anything like that. I think I don't really know, honestly.
Right.
But usually it's a group that shows, that month each year. So it's an annual show for that group. The last in December, it was the Art Glass Guild of Central Florida. They show, since I've been here, they show every December. But it's like I said, different local art groups, Pastel Society, Women's Art Group, and then we have a call that we put out for like a recycled art show that happens in April over in the art house. So every month, new show. In here, I've been doing quarterly shows to give people a little more time, and I've been doing like artist talks or discussion with the
Do you
artists.
guys do that on like a city's like live feed? Like, I don't know if you guys even have a Facebook, but do you?
We do. I don't have access to it, so I haven't been doing that. I'd like to.
Yeah, it'd be wise.
It would make
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, people watch this stuff, man.
Yeah.
I'm here, right? So people must watch it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I would probably watch something like. My son's an artist, so
So,
yeah, I love hearing about art and what artists think about the process of art and
Yeah.
what art is. What is art?
I think it's super useful and interesting, and you get, I have a few questions. I write down questions beforehand, so I know where I'm going a little bit in the conversation. But sometimes, the conversation goes to places where you're just like, wow, we both discovered.
Yeah, you're
something
dealing
here.
with
We're
artists,
like,
right?
wow, it's fun though. And like so this was a group show. I've had some individual artists do solo exhibitions here where they basically take over the space and fill it up with their art. I've had like a couple people do an artist in residency. I'm doing quotes because it's more of like an off-site residency where they utilize, like one of the artists utilized one of the rooms as a studio space.
Now, is that kind of like a city patronage? Do they get something from the city other than just space? Monetarily?
No,
Okay.
not at the moment. So it's more of like an opportunity for artists to come in and work out some ideas, and really, just have a studio space to work and figure something new out and explore new things or build on old ideas or just, see what happens. And the venue it's another, opportunity for them to get their
Exposure,
name out
right?
there.
So do you handle, is the sculpture house the same as the art house where you guys are charging a commission to the artists?
Yeah, so sales are always, we do like a 80-20 split, so the artist would get 80% and the city would get 20% of the sales. So
Does that cover the cost of either your employment? Do you guys sell that much art that it's?
no,
No, okay.
no.
There's a piece of art over there. I would bristle paying that much, but it's beautiful. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. So
Yeah.
if I was more refined and sophisticated, maybe I'd feel better about. I think it was like $1,600, dropping $1,600 on a painting. But
Yeah.
I'm young still, so.
I mean, you never know what you're gonna find. Like I said, it's local artists, but like, I feel like maybe sometimes people hear that and they're like, but I mean, they're some of the work,
Everybody's a local artist, right?
right? It's just because they're here. I mean,
Yeah.
we have some of the best artists that I've encountered, have come through here and just like really interesting work, well crafted, just some really fantastic stuff that's come through here. And depending on, sometimes it might be out of your or my price range, but sometimes I'll see stuff and I'm like, you're only charging this much for that? Like,
They must have not been told about that 20% VIG.
Oh no, everybody knows. They know, we're not hiding it, but everyone knows, so they price accordingly. But yeah, like I said, you never know what you're gonna come across in here and find that special thing for your house or for someone. It's a gift or
Yeah, awesome. I appreciate you taking the time.
Yeah.
I don't know that there's anything else in here. Is there anything else in here? No.
Those two.
Who are these guys?
We've got a show coming up in the middle. It's starting in the middle. It's starting January 16th, and it's going through March 24th. It's a Ghanaian artist who's living in Gainesville, and he recently won the Carlos Malma Prize. It was a juried exhibition that UCF and Rollins did, and it was like a $10,000 prize, and then you get a solo exhibition at
Nice.
I'm not sure what gallery that's going to be at, but it'll be later in the year. But he's coming through, and his name's Eugene Ofori Agier, and he combines ceramics with textile and fabrics, like yarn and different things, bright colored stuff, and it's just super interesting.
And you said he was coming through when?
So his show is starting January 16th.
Oh, okay. So pretty soon.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And then we're gonna have, so it'll run for about 3 months, and there'll be like a reception where people can come and meet him and hang out and.
It's just open to the public?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll be February 18th from 6 to 9,
Okay.
and that'll actually be during our Mardi Gras festival, and there'll be art in City Hall, art in the art house.
Are there links to any of these things on the city website, or do you guys have a dedicated website that I can put hyperlinks in my video?
It'll be on the city website,
Okay.
and we'll also post on Facebook and Instagram as well.
Okay, so are you a piece of the city's Facebook page, or do you guys have your own Facebook page?
It's all through the city.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
It's I guess it's just at City of Casselberry.
At city. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah. Cool. Really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me, and I hope the show goes well, and I hope I can make it back down here to look at it.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm only from Lake Mary,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm pretty close. I've just never been down here. So did a specific artist do this? She started to tell me about it, and I think we started talking to you.
This is Claire Lavin. She designed this, and it was funded through a grant that the Seniors for a Better Community received. So members of the community, some of our employees, came out and helped install this thing. They put the tiles down.
It's cool.
They grout it. I mean, it's super cool. The one on the art house is done by her as well, and we actually have plans to do another workshop-based sculpture that Claire is designing. That's going to be funded through another grant that the Seniors for a Better Community got.
Now, is she going to do any art on the new building?
I don't know. There will be space on the facade for different things. I think that the space that is allocated for art might be to promote the shows or the exhibitions that come through there. But the grounds around it, we're going to extend our sculpture walk. So we've got probably close to 40 sculptures now throughout the park and over in Integra. So we're looking
In Integra?
on the property, like in front of the.
Okay, so that little like park area almost looks like a park area.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, cool.
So we'll be, I've been talking with some artist friends that are wanting to build sculptures, put them in the park.
So you don't have to answer these questions, but so is your background in art? Are you local?
I'm an artist. My degree is in English. I graduated from UCF.
Isn't everybody's degree in English?
Right. So yeah.
We didn't think about that, did we?
was like, oh yeah, I don't really want to be a teacher. Now what? So yeah, I mean, I graduated and played music and started creating art and was going to be a touring musician, and then I realized, you know, maybe I should just focus on art. So I focused on art for
Well, that's
a while.
what YouTube's for, right? You can still be a musician until
could,
it
yeah.
pops off.
Yep. No, all my free time now, if I've got it, it's I put it towards making visual art. So, but I was lucky enough to have the opportunity to work at Rollins and Oma and Manello as an art handler.
Okay.
So I did that for a few years, and you know, all that time playing music and making art, and you know, it was networking and meeting people and meeting artists and meeting the community, and you know, couple that with actual art in museums, putting it up and getting all that experience kind of made for the
Yeah, good,
perfect,
right?
perfect for this position. So
Well, so you enjoy it.
oh yeah.
Well, then that's all that matters,
Yeah.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
you spend a lot of time working, so
Yeah.
you might as well enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
All right, again, I appreciate you taking the time to conversate with me, and I hope your upcoming art shows are a huge success for you in the city.
Thanks. Where can I see this?
YouTube, it'll probably be a little while, but this is a public service. That's the name of the channel.
Cool.
There's a lot more police activism than, but it's all government accountability and transparency. It's the whole. Then I get to learn about cities and meet nice people like you, and
Nice.
but yeah,
I think our police department's hiring.
I'm gonna go there next. We're gonna see how well they behave.
There we go.
So it's I don't know if you ever watch things on YouTube, but there's a problem in our country right now with police.
Yeah.
There's a big disconnect. I wouldn't be out here doing this, if it wasn't.
Yeah.
But we have these liberties, right? And they're sacred. They really are. So, I want my children to live in a free society, and we're already dangerously close to not living in a free society. So, it's it's been what it is. But yeah.
Well, like I said, you never know what you're going to come across in here, so maybe something addressing those problems.
I hope so. I've talked to a lot of chiefs. I've talked to, I think that I've had some good encounters, but I don't know. We all resist change,
Yeah.
right? So, something like a police department has a pretty big investment in things remaining the same, whether it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
So that's really what you're fighting, that and police unions and qualified immunity. Qualified immunity is, it needs to go. I'm not sure if you know what qualified immunity is, but look into it, and it'll scare you, or it should scare you.
Yeah.
So. All right, I don't want to give you my whole day or take your whole day from you, but I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah, man. Cool.
All right, have a good one.
See ya.
And I can't remember her name now, but she was saying that these are backlit at night, so that's pretty cool. Thank you very much for that. And if you didn't know prior to us walking over there, it wasn't my intent to upset you or to put you on the spot. I realize questions like that can do that, but I just think it's an important issue.
Yeah, no worries. It's just.
Yeah. So, I mean, just out of curiosity, did you look? Did you look and see
Look and see what?
what the 5 freedoms were?
I didn't.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I had 2 other residents
That's
tell
okay.
me about.
Yeah, no, it's
Agenda items
yeah,
right
it just is what it is, right? Can I walk around?
Sure.
All
Yeah.
right, thank you. And what placards go up on commission day outside of yours in the magistrates?
Yes. So all the other advisory boards are in here. So as you get, the last one that was in here was the code magistrate. So the rest of them haven't gone back up.
Do you guys have a police accountability board?
No.
No.
No, we have.
Hopefully, because there's not a need.
Correct.
Yeah.
We have code magistrate, we have planning and zoning commission, parks and recreation advisory board, police officers and firefighters pension board, community redevelopment agency.
Okay. Hopefully, you guys didn't invest your pension money in crypto. That's good. That's good. I'm happy to hear that you guys aren't that progressive. All right. Well, thank you very much, Donna. I really appreciate you taking the time to just show me around.
They're working on, I just want to let you know, on the one request, as simple as it seemed for the employees and the departments and
Yeah.
stuff, we don't actually have a list that has that hierarchy or an org chart that has that kind of detail.
Okay.
So what I'm probably going to do is I'll send you a link to our budget, which in each departmental page has like a department org chart, so you'll see that line up. I'm going to send you a list which has the employees' names, and it'll show the division that they're in. But I'm trying to see if we have anything that shows
Yeah. No. If
supervisor
it doesn't exist,
relationship.
yeah. If it doesn't exist,
Yeah.
you can't create a record for
Right,
it.
that's
So.
what I'm saying. The only thing that's left, I was trying to check with the IT managers if there was anything with the Outlook
Okay.
that actually shows the correlation with the supervisors, but.
All right. Well, yeah. At the very least, I'll get a list of all city employees, and
Right.
You know that you know it
And
it
then
is
I
what
went
it
with
is.
HR because they do risk management and they're working on the,
All right. I appreciate that.
no worries.
All right. Awesome. Thank you very much. You have
And
a.
you got with Justin over at the
Yeah,
sculpture
yeah,
house and
yeah.
stuff?
There wasn't any sculptures in there because
Yeah,
they're
in
turning
between.
it out, but he's a nice guy. I like him. Yeah. So you guys it appears that you guys made a good choice with your. I'm not sure what he is, art director or whatever he is, but real nice guy. All right. Well, do you guys? When does the agenda come out for next week's meeting?
Hopefully it'll be out by tomorrow morning. That's what I'm working on right
Okay.
now, so,
All right.
yeah.
All right.
And
And
so-
do you guys post that on the city website?
Yeah, it'll be, we put it on the bulletin board, it'll be on the website, and. it'll
Okay,
be-
yeah, I looked out there and I didn't see it on the bulletin board. Usually you see the last one, but you guys must be pretty good about taking stuff down. So.
Well, our last
Except
meeting.
for the Christmas stuff.
Our
right?
last meeting was on December 13th, so we haven't had one since then because
Okay.
of the holidays.
All right. All right, well, right on. Well, again, thank you so much
You're
for
welcome.
showing me around.